on, everybody? StormeDegree 14 here. Welcome back to another Nostalgia Critic reaction. We're going to be reacting to Nostalgia Critic's news video, which is actually not just a review, it's a revisit review of the very first Pokémon movie. Now, we all know, Doug has made it clear that he is not the biggest fan of Pokémon, and he's even admitted that sometimes he's actually played it up the act as well, from what I remember. But, I mean, again, I think when I saw him review the Detective Pikachu movie, I remember he would put his bias aside to actually judge it objectively and correctly, so that I have respect for. So, and the fact that he's revisiting this again to see if maybe there was any more, I think is a great thing. I mean, honestly, it's been forever since I've watched the first Pokemon movie. But I do remember a little bit of it. But yeah, I gotta say, I feel to this day, Pokemon is still one of my favorite video game franchises and show franchises ever. Honestly, it's kind of crazy to believe that last year, and recently, the newest series of Pokemon doesn't have Ash anymore. After so many years, Ash is the character, and even Team Rocket have finally retired. And now in Paldea, we have 3 new kids. It's kind of crazy. I gotta be honest, but I mean, yeah, as they say in Pokemon, when one door closes, another door opens, so I'll give it a fair chance, but I don't think, it's obviously never gonna capture the same energy it did before, but maybe not for me, but maybe for someone else. But regardless, we're here to watch the first Pokemon movie ever and see what Doug thinks of it. With that being said, let's get on with it. 3, 2, 1.
This episode brought to you by Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Check us out with James Rolfe at the largest arcade in the world, Galloping Ghost in Illinois, July 11th and 12th. And check us out at Kineticon, July 17th to the 20th. Use the promo code Nostalgia10 to get 10% off a single day.
Sounds great. I would if I lived anywhere near it, but here we go. Let's see what he thinks.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia guy. Remember it so you don't have to.
Right.
It's hard to believe I've been doing this for 18 years.
It is kind of
It
crazy.
has been something watching my hair migrate like a woolly willy toy. See how we jump from platform to platform? Yes, there was a time when I was too dangerous for YouTube.
Really?
The format of the show has changed a lot, too.
I actually don't remember that.
So I was limited to about 10 minutes per video, so I couldn't go into as much detail as I wanted, or even go scene by scene as I do now.
Yeah, to think that was a time back in YouTube that videos couldn't be longer than 10 minutes is crazy. And now we can have like 10-hour-long videos if we wanted, or even pretty much like 24/7 videos at that. It's crazy how YouTube has changed. More often for the worse than the better, unfortunately.
Even when that limitation started to lift, I still kind of stuck to that format until I found a style I was more comfortable with.
Right.
Even that's changed a bit over the years. Bottom line, there's some movies I already reviewed years ago, but feel like I could revisit and analyze in a more detailed way.
Okay.
A bit more of a fair shake. So because of that, I'm starting a new segment called Review Revisit What Was That?
You're so out of ideas that
What?
you have to go back and do old reviews again.
Okay,
You become
come
your own
on.
live-action Disney remake.
No.
Besides, there's
Oh.
other segments that you haven't even got.
Unfortunately, he might be onto something about that. Hey, as long as you, improve upon what you did before, I'll take it, Doug. I'll take it.
Gone back to bumper, arcade adaptations, career dive.
I don't want to do this.
Do what?
I always sum up my insecurities about what people are going to think into a straw man. I don't want to do that.
Funny you should mention that. My internal organs are actually made of straw. My father used to be a scarecrow.
No, don't tell me your backstory. Don't even tell me your name.
Why not?
Because I'll be tempted to turn you into a reoccurring character. I just want to go over some old reviews once in a while. Maybe it'll be a regular thing, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll do it a lot, maybe I'll never do it again. I don't know, but I shouldn't presume what the audience is going to think either way.
You know, I'm very
Fair
similar
enough.
to that douchey nitpick character you made years ago.
I know, I wrote you to know. Even this breaking the fourth wall within breaking the fourth wall is kind of weird. Just want to talk about a movie I feel like I could go in more detail about.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, which one are you gonna do that you think won't piss people off?
Pokemon.
I was thinking about the first Pokemon movie.
We are here today to pay respects to our fallen dead.
This is my first funeral for a video. Let's go.
Alright, let's do this, Doug.
It's been over 15 years since I reviewed this movie, and since then people have let me know they really like Pokemon. I've said it before and I'll say it again, Pokemon just isn't my thing, but
And that's
I
fine,
also
Doug.
wasn't the target demographic. I grew up in a time where animated shows had toy lines made before any scripts were written. Hell, they made legislation about it. So I recognize when a series is a commercial first, but can still enjoy it. And as someone who has a soft spot for Ninja Turtles, Transformers, He-Man, and other shows clearly made to sell products first, I know I would love the hell out of this if I grew up with it. I mean, it's brilliant. Literal monsters you can just pull out your pocket, ranging from cute to menacing, that you use for fighting.
Right.
Somehow you worked in pizza and robots. 10-year-old me would explode.
I was gonna say, like, you're also supposed to treat them as pets, essentially. There's, like, I mean, again, there's a lot of complexities that people have gone so far into it that it'd be crazy to see, like, how Pokemon would integrate in this world. And I honestly love the idea of it. So, yeah.
Adult, of course I snicker at the obvious commercialism of it. The tagline is you gotta collect them all. I mean, catch them all. Gee, how did I confuse those? Well, like many things that start out as an ad, it can evolve. Ninja Turtles has developed some good stories. Transformers can have some good writing here and there. He-Man has his moments. And Pokemon, I'm told, has some adventures that evolve beyond just selling toys.
Yeah.
And honestly, for something to be around this long, I kind of feel like it has to.
There are plenty of moments in... There's a funny pausing point, but... Yeah, I think Pokemon has evolved in a lot of different ways. They've gone into more details on, like, how the world works. There's a lot of... I've seen a lot of emotional investment in a lot of different episodes. So, yeah, I think it's definitely more than just a... I can definitely see why you'd think it's just a toy collecting game, but it's definitely a lot more than that.
Yes, it's fun to annoy diehard fans pretending I hate it, but honestly, I still don't know that much about it, and therefore don't have any real strong reactions. Which just made pissing people off about it even funnier
Poor
to me.
Pikachu.
Today, I'm gonna be objective about it. I'm still going in mostly as an outsider, but I'm also gonna give it a fair chance. So, as someone who still thinks it sounds like a Jamaican ass game if you want to play poker,
Pokemon!
let's take a look at, again, Pokemon, the first movie. Well, the film farted nice.
Oh, come on.
Actually, we're inside the cell of Mewtwo, a powerful Pokemon created by a scientist trying to make a clone of another powerful Pokemon named, you guessed it, Mew.
Yep.
We use the most advanced techniques to develop your awesome psychic power.
And there are some people who love Pokemon and think that Mewtwo is the evolution of Mew, which is not the case.
So I am simply the end result of your experiment.
Okay, we'll give credit. That's a really cool shot.
Yeah.
Am I only a copy? This cannot be my destiny.
Oh, boy.
Escaping that from me!
Oh. Yeah,
So I'll just say it, even though it's probably a coincidence, Mewtwo is basically Shadow the Hedgehog. Was created
yeah, he was.
around the same time. You could easily say they're both just utilizing a lot of popular anime tropes, but the similarities are amusing.
Yeah.
Clone made in a lab, breaks out, doesn't know where he belongs, is vengeful, has a Keanu Reeves type voice.
Yeah.
Friends the daughter.
Oh, right, he does that too. Oh, man, he really is more like Shadow than I thought. I even saw the Death Battle episode where Shadow and Mewtwo fought, and I actually think I remember Mewtwo won that because, unfortunately, Shadow almost never wins in any of those. I don't know why. I think he only won one fight, and that was against Ryuko, but he had an obvious advantage over her, so...
From a scientist who ends up dead. Now, that last part doesn't ring a bell. That's because that was in the original Japanese version.
Really?
You'll find there's an all-you-can-eat buffet of differences between the American and Japanese versions. Some we'll dive into, some we won't, but bottom line, these changes were made because 4Kids and Warner Brothers thought the plot to the original was too adult.
What?
I mean, that's not surprising. Look how they did the original Escape from the Lab.
Oh, shit. No. I knew it was a different one, but...
After he blows up the lab, he's approached by a powerful man named Giovanni, who funded the experiment.
I'll
Right.
show you a way to focus your powers that will
Team
make
Rocket's
you
leader.
invincible.
Show me.
Well, that flowed naturally.
Destroy all scientists.
Come with me, I'm a scientist.
Okay.
Learn to use them to accomplish
Oh.
your purpose. What is that? Patience. Your purpose will become clear.
Trust me, it'll become clear. They train him against other Pokemon and discover he is indeed powerful. Maybe even more powerful than the one he was cloned after. But, see if this sounds familiar. He doesn't know what his purpose is, doesn't like being controlled by scientists, and blows up the lab.
Didn't we do this yesterday?
Yeah.
So while in both versions Mewtwo goes through an existential crisis, in the Japanese version he feels no value because he's a copy of something else. So his logic is if he becomes more powerful than the original, maybe he'll justify his existence. However said though he was too sympathetic and complicated for kids to see as the villain because blowing up a lab full of people not once but twice wasn't enough. So they tossed in his way
Really?
he wants to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Really? They swapped it for that? That original story was so much better, though. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you told me that, Doug, because I honestly think that's a much better story than just him being angry because he was made by people. But the fact that he realizes he's a clone of himself and realizes he has no value is a lot better.
This is already one big callback, why not?
Of course!
We then cut to our leads, Ash, Misty, and Brock.
Oh, no, talk
as the
about-
narrator awkwardly reminds kids who know who they are. And this was done so grown-ups taking their kids to the movie would apparently get sucked into the story easier. As a grown-up, I can say, that didn't work.
As always, Ash is determined to become a Pokemon master, and as always, he's ready to endure any hardship.
Oh, Pikachu!
And as always, I'm their stalker, hiding in the bushes, saying out loud everything I see.
And he's done that for over 25 years.
Oh no, they spotted me. Back to my home where I'll uncomfortably look up more questionable material from the
Oh,
show.
no, don't bring that up, Doug. Oh, thank God that episode was canceled. And I don't want to even get into the context of it. It's disgusting.
Have a match.
Yeah. Oh, copyright.
So I have to admit, I do kind of miss this style of animation.
Yeah.
Digital has come a long way, and I definitely see the perks in both 3D and 2D, but...
Machamp versus
There's a
Squirtle.
vibrant softness to this style that's very gripping.
Yeah.
There's something that uniquely stands out about it. And honestly, for 1998, they combined CG with painted backgrounds really effectively.
Yeah.
Like, half of it you wouldn't even know was CG until it starts moving. I'll concede, the film does look a little better than I remember.
Okay.
I'm afraid you're gonna lose this one.
But Ash's voice is...
Of course, they
I forgot how
theme song while
weird it was. Solar beams?
I know this trick playing the intro theme to get kids hyped up, but personally, I don't get invested unless Cobra's on Lady Liberty or Robo Orson Welles eats a planet.
There's another credit on Pikachu's
Yeah, to each their
challenge
own.
account.
They're watched by their enemies, Team Rocket, made up of Jesse, James, and Meowth.
Yep.
Who wish to capture Ash's Pokemon, Pikachu.
The last time you cooked, you wiped out 8 of my 9 lives.
Timing like
What?
So they get an invite from... You get one annoying callback, that's it! So they get an invite from the supposed greatest Pokemon trainer ever to... just show up to his place, I guess.
Greetings, Pokemon trainers. I bear an invitation.
Right, isn't
really
Mewtwo
smart,
mind
real
controlling
pretty.
her?
Alright, even for a 90s anime dub, that was weird. They decide to attend, but they have to make their way to his house in the middle of the ocean during a storm. Team Rocket snags an invitation as well and tries to use it as a chance to capture our heroes.
We get you
Just
to
as a Viking.
faster than you can say a perfect nougat.
Okay, fans, truthfully, are you really shocked grown-ups couldn't get into this?
No. A tiny bit.
I didn't know Vikings still existed.
They mostly live in Minnesota.
It's a dumb boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Ash was a dumbass back
Reveals
then.
themselves, and though I don't know a ton about the show, I know even I should be grateful they cut down their long-ass motto.
Prepare for trouble. Forget the motto.
Star you!
What was that, the Three Amigos salute? Their Pokemon to survive this.
I mean, he's kind of right about that. I always found that a bit inconsistent about Pokemon, how some of them do say their names, but some don't. Like, yeah, Staryu doesn't go Staryu, he just goes, HIT! Or, freaking Onix just roars, and he doesn't even say on, he's just, Roar! But I remember as a kid, I jokingly said, oh, that Pokemon's name is
Storm as they and other trainers make their way to the ultimate Pokemon trainer. Surprised as a Pokemon himself.
A Pokemon can't be a Pokemon master!
From now on, I am the one who makes the rules.
It's the scientific fusion of camel and camel toe. I deserve respect.
Oh.
Child's play.
It turns out he's hypnotized a girl named Nurse Joy to use her as a vessel to speak, but he has no more use for her.
Where am I? And how in the world did I get here?
Oh no, she's still under his spell! No, that's just how I sound. Team Rocket sneaks in and discovers HR Geeker's Carolot.
I was
Oh
hoping
yeah.
there'd be a party.
Like a cloning machine.
I'm aroused. Sit on me again.
Don't do that. Oh no, Meowth!
This is a machine that clones Pokemon, as they symbolically reenact how Nintendo shits them out.
Which of you will oppose me first?
The Pokemon fight their clones, but Mewtwo's batch are more powerful.
I now claim my pride. Your Pokemon.
You are
Dang.
my Poke bitches.
You know, this is kind of weird for Mewtwo, considering he initially was a protector of Pokemon. Or wait, I think I remember. Is this where he learns to be that way? Because like Mewtwo in most series now is that he protects a Pokemon that were abused by people or wronged by people. Yeah, in this one, he's straight up kidnapping Pokemon. Like, he's not freeing them from slavery, no, he's keeping them for himself, so that's crazy.
I will extract their DNA to make clones while my storm destroys the planet.
And yeah, like I said, that destroy/take over the world thing was added in the English dub, and it is pretty funny that a very average-looking storm is suddenly supposed to destroy the planet. Like, hey,
really?
See the
The
snowstorm?
storm?
That's the whole world! The whole world's going through that! You're just gonna have to trust us, we're not showing it.
Mewtwo can't capture them if they're already inside that Pokeball.
Nope, he can.
Again, double. The Pokemon are captured, including Pikachu. It must be the easiest role for memorizing lines since Vin Diesel as Groot.
Yeah.
Which follows them to the cloning machine.
Alakazam!
You know, I always questioned why Pokemon say their names, and my best theory is maybe it made it easier to remember their names. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know. It was just always something. Has anyone ever actually found an answer to that? Because I would like to know if there was a legit answer.
Dugong!
Scyther, Dugong.
Vileplume!
Why don't you just put their price tags next to them while you're at it? The clones are made as Ash releases the originals, taking them back to the stadium to fight the copies.
The clone shall inherit the world.
You can't do this. I won't let you.
When Bobby Hill saying "that's my purse" sounds more intimidating, there's a problem.
Yeah, a little.
Summer. So many things to look forward to.
Yeah,
The heat,
I feel that so
sun,
much.
The heat, the light, the heat, the heat. More time to do all the things that make summer so special.
I feel ya,
Heat,
dog, I feel
some
ya.
Other thing, the heat. And what's the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer? Spending hours cooking inside. Away from the heat. But yeah, turning on the oven to cook something, making the house even hotter, because you know you got your air conditioned down to like 2, and it only gets it down to like 80. So don't do that. Get the thing that's on the screen right now. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well.
But then I'd have to
Factor
go
meals are
outside in the
refreshing,
heat
ready
to
eat,
get it, though.
Perfect for any
Because
active lifestyle
someone
over
would
summer and
deliver it
beyond.
to me, but I'd still have to
Granted,
go
you
outside
can
for
throw
it.
down your driveway, it'll be ready in even less than 2 minutes, but the taste of tar and dead bugs is not a seasoning I wish to experiment with again. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day, sun up to sundown. You know, when the temperature is somehow the same through both. Nutritious breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. Factor has your whole day covered. So enjoy more this summer. Get Factor if you want all the flavor with none of the fuss. I'm not kidding when I say they taste really, really good. Like, listen to the sincerity in my voice. They're not just fast and convenient, they legit taste really great. Granted, I did experiment with tar and dead bugs, but maybe that was the hate getting to me. So what are you waiting for? Get started at factormeals.com/nostalgia50off and use the code nostalgia50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Maybe another
That's code
time.
nostalgia50off at factor.com/nostalgia50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
factormeals.com
Understandable.
/nostalgia50off. Is it fall yet?
No. I wish it was, but it's not. You know, the ironic part is once winter comes back, we're gonna be like, I want the heat!
Ash has a brilliant plan to stop the powerful Poké-God. Punch him.
Yeah, dumb kid, as you said.
this show because he's an idiot here. And the original Pokemon...
He gets a little better, Doug. I mean, Ash does have some, like, legit good strategies, but, yeah, in the first part of the series, he's a big idiot.
On himself, Mew shows up.
Finally we meet. Now I will prove that Mewtwo is better than the original.
Hey, listen to me. I'm the only one who doesn't have to match mouth movements so I can give an okay performance, and you will respect that!
Mew and Mewtwo.
So Mewtwo was cloned from Mew.
Yes. I haven't been this surprised since I found out Terminator 2 was a sequel to Terminator. Did you read any of these lines after you wrote them?
Well, I think the point is they're supposed to find out that themselves, but still, that delivery was a bit weird.
So, I think Mew is supposed to be like a Tom Bombadil type, where he's super powerful but doesn't like doing anything violent. Yeah, I think, again, they don't explain it that well.
He's also the origin of every Pokemon, so every Pokemon created from this world is a descendant of Mew, actually, or in a way.
It's pretty funny seeing this cute little thing slam Mewtwo into the bleachers.
Mew says you don't prove anything by showing off a lot of special powers. Pokemon's real strength comes from the heart.
That's a good point. Oh, sorry, counter from a minute ago? Well, let's hope no other hypocritical dialogue is to follow.
Yeah.
Yep, I think you all know what's coming. Just about everybody's biggest problem with the movie, even the people who like it. The bizarre anti-fighting message in a franchise that is primarily fighting.
About pets
Pokemon
fighting
aren't
to the
meant
death.
to fight. Not like this.
This just proves that fighting is wrong.
And it isn't like they just mention this in a passing line.
Well, they're also not even using moves either. They're literally just punching each other, which honestly is pretty gruesome. Like,
repeat their message in the last third
ironically,
almost as many times as the Barbie movie does.
Now I can see how horrible fighting really is.
What can come out of it?
Nothing but pain.
It's not right to force Pokemon to battle this way.
Someone's gotta take a stand and refuse to fight.
Maybe if we started looking at what's the same instead of what's different, who knows?
There's a solid 5 minutes of nothing but that. And in a movie that's an hour 14 long, that's a fair amount of time.
Yeah.
It doesn't help either that while this is supposed to be emotional, a lot of it is very unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
Like the pop song that so doesn't match, it sounds like it should be played at a mega church.
Oh, yeah, this part.
All this violent, chaotic destruction being interrupted by a duck slapping another duck.
Oh, yeah.
While the mega church music is still going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, all these years later, Pikachu beating the crap out of himself is still one of the most laugh-out-loud things I've ever
gotta admit,
witnessed.
that is pretty funny. Oh. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. I can't laugh at that. I'm sorry. Because, like, this actually is a bit... Honestly, this is... I'm not doing myself any favors.
I don't care if you were 3 when you saw this, and maybe you were even falling for the forced message, but somewhere deep down inside you, you knew this was hilarious.
She's my sister. She's my daughter. My sister, my daughter. My sister, my daughter.
Those Pokemon look like they're ready to fight to the death.
That's a fight that nobody's going to win.
No, well, this is clearly not what they were saying in the Japanese version. I will admit their lesson is a little weird, too.
What's theirs?
The trainers see that clones are also alive and should be valued.
Huh.
今は生きてる。
作られたと言っても、この世に生きている。
Yes, this could be a commentary on when they first achieved cloning in 96, and seeing how this came out in 98, I guess the dates do kind of add up. So, don't take clones for granted. Japanese
Yeah, that is a little weird.
This probably is a good lesson over there. They're so advanced, they're probably prestiging their magic shows even as we speak.
I mean, it's not the first time I've seen Pokemon have a very hypocritical message, I gotta be honest.
Ash says the fighting must stop, so he runs into the middle of Mew and Mewtwo's blast, turning him into stone.
Oh, the scene where so
Just
many
being
people
told that
cried.
This moment was one of their powers.
They're trying to break him free.
Someone please find a video of that actress recording that line. She sounds like Sneezer from Tiny Toons. Fear not,
Tears of Marketability restore all life. Actually, I'm only half joking, as this was supposed to be the finale for the entire show, but the film made so much money, Japan decided to make a ton more. And they say America has no influence over there.
Pikachu!
Again, to the credit of the original, they do at least say earlier Pokemon tears are full of life, so there's at least a hint of an explanation there. But in this one, that's never mentioned, so they just cry and that Frankenstein's them back to life. Oh, it might also combine with me.
Yeah, it's kind of a classic trope where, like, they don't have, like, actual deaths in animated films. Well, at least in something this big, probably not.
Magic moonbeams to understand dolphins, but that's common knowledge.
Not until they set aside their differences did I see the true power they all shared deep inside.
Let us utilize this new discovery to create groundbreaking medicine, or we never mention it again. Also an ethical option.
It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Mewtwo is so touched by this display, they decide maybe he won't take over the world. It was more of a side hobby thing anyway.
And he takes his clones with him. They're probably his kids.
My heart can learn what yours knows so well.
How to be a hypocritical franchising tool.
Karen,
I guess as a gift, takes them back in time and erases their memories of any of this ever happening. Because that is also a power he has now.
Pokemon Treatment Center.
That is kind of true, though, is that Pokemon in lore versus battle are very different. Yeah, because Mewtwo has so many ridiculous powers, even though in the game he's just a very powerful psychic type. But no, he's the power to teleport entire buildings, erase memories, warp back time.
It will be open as a shelter. Anyone who needs a place to stay should come with me.
So, not only could he have gone back in time to not kill all those scientists, but that half-assed message about fighting being so bad is now completely forgotten by everyone. I guess I should be upset, but let's be honest, they weren't going to stick to that lesson even if they did remember it. Highest grossing anime in America, y'all!
Hey guys, how did we wind up in this place anyway?
Well, I guess we're just here because we're here.
Even if their memories weren't wiped, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds like typical dialogue from this team.
Yeah, a little.
Many strange legends surround the mysteries of Pokemon. Just as many adventures await our young heroes as they continue on their quest.
Oh, and something about fighting bad? I don't know. Check out Mewtwo on Super Smash Bros. A literal fighting game. Fighting bad. Buy our fighting game, Fighting Bad. This is still not a good movie.
Yes, the message is definitely hypocritical. I'll give you that for sure.
Big shock, I'm not the only critic who thinks that, and I guess the fan reaction is kind of mixed. There's people who like the nostalgia and fond memories of it and how bright and colorful it is. But there's others who are still pretty pissed they changed so much from the original because they felt like their audience wasn't smart enough to follow it.
I'm definitely one of those others.
I hate this movie by any means. Like I said, if I grew up with it, I would probably like how creative and odd and well animated it is. There are elements of an existential struggle in there, but the commercialism and hypocritical message overrides all that without enjoyably embracing its commercialism like some other product movies. The Japanese version seems a little all over the place too, but at least there's an attempt at ideas and complex emotions for a kid show adaptation.
Fair.
It's not a good flick, but I can see a few decent things in it at least. I don't think anyone ever took it too seriously, so I'm not that concerned about kids getting mixed messages. But I think it's pretty clear this is an American adaptation of a Japanese movie we're clearly not catching all of.
Yeah.
And sorry we didn't get to do too much with you, nameless character.
Strawman.
Damn it! That's your name, isn't it?
Yep.
Now it's in my head. You have an identity to me!
See you in the
Dang
Minecraft review.
I'm doing your Minecraft review?
I think you have to now.
Oh no.
You're right, I talked about too much not to.
Good luck with that.
I think I hate you.
Which means you'll use me more.
I got in this. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember.
Oh
Doing
boy.
the Snow White remake?
Absolutely not. Damn it!
Oh,
To
great.
get you to a new island faster than you can say a perfect nougat.
We're still
Oh
doing.
boy. Now Doug is having an existential moment. Okay. Yeah, I'll give him to that. These movies are not perfect. Honestly, I do kind of think that, like, while I do love the Pokemon series, a lot of the movies aren't very interesting. Most of them have the exact same formula every time, where it's they meet a legendary Pokemon, that Pokemon can talk for some random reason because you need to be able to understand how they're feeling. And you see their perspective on the world, and then I don't know. Most of the time it doesn't work out properly. And I do kind of agree that, like, as much as I love Pokemon, I do a bit agree with the hypocritical message that often the show and this movie had with the series, because yeah, the whole plot of Pokemon is literally having pets with magical powers and have them fight each other. And it's supposed to be more focused on the friendship and bonds that you share with these creatures, but at least that's what I think you're supposed to feel. But I do kind of agree that sometimes in the series it's a bit hard to when you make them do that, because honestly, it's actually why I prefer seeing what Pokemon do outside of battle. That's where I like the series and games a bit better, because it's just cooler to see how these creatures would integrate within society rather than just having them fight to the death, or having them fight until one of them passes out. Yeah, because you can't have death in a kid's thing, because that's traumatizing. Blah blah blah. I'm not saying I want death in Pokemon, not by a long shot. I'm just saying that like it's like you can clearly see the cover-ups, you know. But I still love Pokemon with all my heart, and I'll probably still will until my death. Well, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out Dog's other videos, and with that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye!